427 on the shields. That's not bad. Oof. On intercept course, exiting warp, powering up their weapons. Hello everyone, Thranxes here, and welcome back to Starship Theory, episode 23, where we are approaching the asteroid field, but we have a lot of construction that needs to be taken care of. We have more than enough metal, some of the silicon that we need. All things being told, though, I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and keep those pieces and remove those pieces. And then we'll put an angle there. Sure thing. Okay, so let's go ahead and kick the engines up. We'll go 2/3 speed. Now let's try full speed. Let's see if everything will hold together for us. And that way, engineering crew can get a lot of work done. Ooh, oh yeah. That's right, at the end of last episode, I was setting this up. So, just like that, and then that means we need to remove these two, which also means, let's see, how did this connect? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that, with 2, 1, 2, all the way over to there. Perfect. All right, and then we'll remove this, that, all these little edge pieces that are just going to be in our way. Perfect. Perfect. Love it. Okay, now the engineering crew has plenty to keep them busy. And now we just need to keep the silicon coming in so that we're actually able to build all of the weapons and things we want to build. We have plenty of gold, plenty of metal. There's some silicon. Always about the silicon, every time, no matter what. Seems like that's what we've got to go after. Always in short supply. You use it for everything, and really it's chasing that processor limit, that CPU computing threshold that you're given. It takes a lot. It takes a lot of processing power to run a spaceship. Go figure. If you didn't already know that, that is a thing. Okay, look at this here. So interesting. Okay, so here was my thought with this, and then we'll come and we will bring the floor out one more, and then this will also have to be floor. Okay, good. I guess in my mind these lines coming off the wings were like fire, but unfortunately it's going to be more abstract. I'm focusing more on the function of the ship than the form, although I'm trying to keep the form in mind. I do not want to sacrifice an optimal setup for our components simply to make it look more like a Phoenix. That's not really how I do things. In fact, making things look nice is one of the things that I would say that I struggle to work on. Not necessarily struggle, but that I have to be cognizant of, or else I will surely leave it out. Ship detected on long-range scanners. Okay. Let's see what we've got here. Intercept course. Let's put in all our little angle pieces here, and then this one gets an angle, and then those get their angle removed. Nope. We also get one here. Right, and then here. And then the hull comes down like this. One past the other side, and one past the airlock. Perfect. And then we can remove you and replace you guys with angled pieces, and then we'll deal with this ship. Wonderful. Alright, let's get that going. Should we issue a code blue? They're already exiting warp. Not really afraid of them. They're powering up their weapons, though. Ooh. Okay, well, we don't have any shields to worry about, so let's execute the order. We're going to go chain gun group number 1, this reactor. Chain gun group number 3, the powerhouse will hit this reactor. From here, we're going to take our missile barrage and direct it to the center portion of the ship. The torpedoes... No, these are the railguns. These are the torpedoes, right? The torpedoes will hit the ship core. The railguns will hit, let's see, this power area. Actually, yeah, we'll redirect the torpedoes here, and then the EMP. Know what? This is the rocket volley. This will aim for center ship, and then the EMPs. I don't really think. Did I assign them to a group? I did. Not all that important though. Oh, we've got a fire though. Not good. All right, let's go. Open fire. Hit them with everything. Oh, look at the chain gun damage. It's so much. All right, let's put out that fire, though, please. Big Bobby. Zach, you can go there. Big Bobby, you can put out that fire. Oof. Already not looking good. Let's grab the torpedoes. Well, not looking good for them. The chain guns need to be moved. Let's go 2 there and 3 there. Missile or rocket volley is going to be relocated to the bridge now. Everything's looking pretty rough. Torpedoes can go here. No, torpedoes can go here. I wonder if we're going to get new crew out of this. They haven't even been able to bust through our shields. Yeah, they're running out of power. They lost. Yeah. It's all over for them. Meanwhile, our crew is still inside of a shield. We never lost the shield. I wasn't paying attention to see how low the shield got, but we absolutely did not have any problems. They had problems. We did not have problems. Alright, let's get some silicon and some metal. And then I'm going to check to see how we're doing on the mass. Because we've still got to add some bridge and some living quarters for engineering. We might have to do a 6th engine. 120 out of 138. No, we're still 18 ahead. That's good, actually. That's good. We only have to be 5 ahead. Although we do have somebody at the console. Our trusted navigator, Daedrakian. Which is boosting our evasion a little bit. I don't know why we're going so slow. So we might be getting false numbers with that, and the moment Daedrakian needs a rest or a meal break, then our evasion could dip, so we'll need to pay attention to that. Meanwhile, 235 on the shields. Very happy with that. Let's get this flooring in place here, and that I would like to be a priority. Thank you. Meanwhile, over here, we'll go ahead and put hull into these areas, and then we will remove this airlock. That means the closest airlocks are here and here, which gives nobody in this area the ability to abandon the ship should they need to. We could put it onto one of these sections here, but I think the airlock will be better suited up to this front area here and there. Okay, that'll work. Now, if anybody's stuck in this area, they're going to need a place to get out as well. So we're going to airlock... we're going to airlock right here, where we can vent the air and starve this area of the ability for it to burn should we need to. I think that's very important. Wow, we have a ton of metal. We really don't need any more metal. Let's go ahead and get this airlock in place. Now, this is what I'm talking about. We're going to go shield boosters, kind of just like we did here. We're going to go 1 and 3 and 1 and 3 and 1 in the middle. And then for defenses, we're going to do shield amp here, here, and here. And then you guessed it, a little bit of hull bracing all the way around. That's a done deal right there. And that's what this one will look like. Same thing over here. Those chain guns are incredibly powerful with projectile penetration. Not only do you get tons of extra damage from these very cheap weapons layering them like this, but you notice that with as much as they fire, a miss is not so insignificant. They miss a lot, but they still manage to kill the large reactors faster than 4 railguns or even 4 torpedo launchers. So it's definitely worthwhile, or at least it seems that way to me. It definitely seems worthwhile to to do that. To put the guns in a formation and use the chain guns. I'm sorry, I was trying to think of where I wanted to put these solar panels and it was distracting me. But the reality is I can't think of a better weapon. You get more shots, so your misses aren't as important. You get more damage boosted from the penetrators versus the cost. It didn't cost a whole lot of silicon to lay this grid out, and you saw this devastated a large reactor. And they had full evade, and we just had, what, 2 people working weapon consoles? Oh, wait till we get more. We might only need to engage the chain guns on smaller targets. And we're going to get that shield recharge up there. Yes, we are. Look at that. Ship detected on long-range scanners. Okay, that sounds good to me, I suppose. Let's go ahead and we'll get our hallway built out. Followed by here, we're going to go ahead and block that out. That is a 5x4. Perfect. And then this, except we're going to need... We're going to need this hull to come up 1. So this hull will have to go here. And then the floor would actually go up this way. And the hull would start here in the corner, right? Hull, 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 and hull. Like that. Perfect. Which means that this will have to be removed and replaced with hull as well. Perfect. Excellent. Let's continue with some medium solar panels. We're just going to go ahead and bribe this ship off, I think is the smartest way to handle it. And we're going to start utilizing all of this hull space. Just like endorsements on a NASCAR race car, we're going to fill this thing up with solar panels all over the place. Because I do not want to do another reactor. Alright, let's see what we got. It's a big ship, and they're not currently hostile. Great. I know the suspense was killing me. I'm sure it was killing you. We're not even going to mess with them. Let's just head for an asteroid field. We'll let the engineering crew continue to do their job. 280 on the shield recharge. We've only got 6 military personnel, 344, 408 with all 6 consoles being manned. Whoa, that's over half our shields per tick. That's really, really neat. Now we can start looking for areas to hand jam more shield cells in. So little areas where we can fit them. We'll get to put 2 more CPU arrays down here. We're taking this one out. So I think we're going to have to do a lot of computer stuff here in the back. I don't want to... No, I don't... No, I know. We'll do, yeah, we'll do it like this. Because that way, okay, so people will be able to come here, they'll be able to reach that one, and then they can walk around to reach these. Okay, it's not... I wouldn't say that's very free-flowing. It doesn't feel like a good hallway to walk down, probably, because you're like, oh, these computers are in my way, and then that's where I need to go as you're walking down and around them, but I think we'll be able to make it work. And I think we're going to have to start interdicting a lot of ships once we get our weapon and shields going. Or maybe we don't need that many CPU arrays. Let's start with 4. That's probably plenty for now because I want to get our shield base up. I want to get our base shields up higher. We'll get some more power from those solar panels. Oh, we got a sun. Let's watch for fire. Hold on, I don't want to... Well, I'm missing silicon. We did spend a lot of metal. We can get some of that too. Water. We're doing good on water. We're doing good on food. What What are we looking at? 27 crew. Still being fed with that one large plant bed now that we have Otaku Samurai fully leveled up in science. Okay, this is exciting. Let's see what this is going to look like. So we're going to do more chain guns in another control group right here with projectile penetration like this. And then we're going to do shield boosters. Yes, more boosters. Not sure why I did it like that. Let's go ahead and remove that. And then shield amp will go here, here, and here. That looks pretty good. CPU array will go here like this, and then we need to expand this hull out. We need to get ourselves 2 doors here and here, as well as 2 doors here and here. And then we'll get our airlock. Where did we put our airlock? Right here. Yeah, that's good. I'm okay with that. And then, of course, our hull bracing to ensure we never have to worry about hull breaches, right? Because it will never get a hull breach with bracing. No, but it is still prudent to have as much hull bracing. I can't figure why you wouldn't do hull bracing. To me, hull bracing seems... If I would have known what hull bracing was, I think I would have prioritized it in defensive research way sooner. Like, way sooner. Alright, let's go ahead and head to another asteroid field. We're going to need a lot of silicon for what we just queued up. So we'll get some more silicon, and then... So now I'd dare say both of these wings are done, how I want them to be. We can always maybe add more smaller engines here should we need to, but then engineering has to come in here to repair them, which I'm trying to avoid. To make these purely weapons and shields, so that we can totally close them off, and or vent out all the air to put out fires and such. But if there's a hull breach, so if there's a hull breach in the weapons section, really we can just seal the doors. They're not airtight, but we can still seal the doors, and then it's just a matter of getting somebody on an EVA to go and weld the floor in from the outside of the ship, because nobody needs to be in there. Like, there's no reason anybody should be stuck in there when we seal the doors with fire or vacuum or whatever they're having to deal with, because there's nothing but weapons in there, and that's what I wanted. Only repairs. Only people have to go in there for repairs, and if we're dealing with a fire or we're in a fight, we can easily seal that wing off. And we haven't lost much in the way of weapons. We still have a lot of weapons scattered around the ship. Because that's the weakness. That is inherently the problem I see with putting them all in one spot, as awesome as it is that you're effectively making it so that if that area gets hit really hard, you know, you stand to lose a lot of weapons all at once. If a fire breaks out or anything, so... I think it's, you don't want too many weapons in one spot, but it's still good to have a few. Ship exiting warp. They're not currently hostile. Good, we'll sell you metal, and we'll sell you water. Now, back to what we were doing, which was to get some silicon. There's some. More. That's good. And right now we have so much queued up that, like, as we're getting the silicon, it's being used in construction. We still require 310 for everything we queued up for construction. We're going to need another asteroid field. Let's get there and let's get it going. It's starting to look good. I'm starting to be happy with this. Got fully staffed shield section. We need more military for weapons. And then the bridge. It's going to be time to do the bridge and engineering. Let's remove one of these. No, we can't. Yeah, well, yeah, we can. I was going to say we can't afford to lose it, but then we obviously can. CPU panel can be on. Large plant bed should be the only thing off. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. I mean, a lot. Okay. The question is, are we just going to have navigation consoles up front? It seems like you really just need one navigation console up front, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, sure, it seems like you could get extra evade with more of them, but would another console be better? Maybe an extra shield console on the bridge. Or should we experiment with the sensors? Oh, maybe we should. Maybe we should see what those sensors are all about. Well, once we get ourselves set up, I want to be set up to fight the ship, the Bane, the scourge of the space lanes here. That's what I want. I want to have a shield that's nigh unstoppable. I want to have weapons that just shred them slowly, taking out their power and then their processing, maybe even their engines. We need more military crew. More military crew, more silicon. These are really the only things we're needing to get in a large amount. All right. Let's go ahead and do it. Chain gun group number 2. No, chain gun group number 2. Chain gun group number 3. You shall be chain gun group number 4. So 3 and 4 are my heavy hitters, 2 are my weaker chain guns. 5 is going to be the missile volleys, right? And then 6 is going to be the torpedoes. The railguns are going to be 7. 8 is the EMP. Okay, that's good. Now we just need to get our shield in order. I think with these weapons, we could take a large ship if our shields were up to task. So let's get the silicon. Let's head to an asteroid field. We're going to get the silicon for our shield boosters that we need. Try to get this up even higher. And then we just need to find a few areas for shield bases, which, to be totally honest, shield cell. Could do it like this. And then CPU panels. Yep. Because these are cheaper. Okay, good. Let's get some more medium solar panels down. We'll put one here and here. We'll put more there, and then what? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Might as well. Might as well. I would like to avoid, if possible, going to a 6th reactor, because it will totally break up the way everything looks. I mean, I could do it, it wouldn't be the end of the world, but I would have to change dramatically the way a lot of this is starting to tie together. And to be fair, I did not expect I was going to keep these engines here. I had thought more that this would be over here, but then I added the reactors. Anyways, we get what we get. And we can always change it, but I feel like this is going to be a very powerful system for other ships to contend with. Of course, it's a lot to say that. It's another when the battle is raging, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I just need more of those big blocks of silicon. Yep, there's one. That's good. Let's get some more of those. Focus on these large asteroids. Yes, that's what I'm talking about, right there. That's what we need to do. We need to break up all the large asteroids that are outside of where our shield will hit, and trust our shield to reveal any others on the inside. Ship detected on long-range scanners. I'm okay with that. So we know when we can patch them through. 427 on the shields. That's not bad. Oof. On intercept course, exiting warp, powering up their weapons. Oh, they've got 1,200 shields. Is this going to be the time? We're not quite where I want to be with the shields yet. I got people outside. We're going to pay them off. Unfortunately, it was not the time yet. People had stepped away from the shield consoles. Let's go to another asteroid field. Oh. Erikai, firefighter extraordinaire. Mike, let's get you down there. Very good, very good. No. Oh, bad. Erikai, come back. Wonderful. Excellent. Sylvia Fox approves. so we fixed our processing situation a good bit. We've got about 400 to play with there. Roughly 550 here. This is what, closer to 475. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm rather happy with that. Now let's finish up these shield boosters and open up a path for more shield cells. That way we can get our shield boosters as high as possible. I understand now the reason that you issue a code red, because a code red doesn't just the only part, okay, so this is probably common knowledge. The only part of the code red that I was focusing on when I read the description was that a code red causes new construction to stop and forces your engineering crew to mostly repair. Now, I stopped kind of liking the code red because I realized nobody was eating or drinking and some people were actually very ill. And then I realized the reason, because during a code red, people don't leave their post. They don't leave their consoles. So a code red will actually force your weapons crew to go to their weapon consoles and your shield crew to go to their shield consoles at the expense of eating and drinking and sleeping. Really great when you're under attack and you need to fight. Not so bad to leave it on for a prolonged engagement that's going to be a war of attrition. So that being said, I think as long as we issue a code red at our next combat with the large battleship, I think we'll do just fine. Oh, getting those shield cells put in should put us up to about 1,474. Pretty good. Oh, and that's only 5 people at their shield consoles. Oh, that's very nice. We got 4 people on general duty, and the ship looks relatively clean. Are any of you idle? Big Bobby's heading to fire, Larry M's cleaning waste, the Keepers, and Z. The Keepers. Let's put you on military. Where are you at? Yep. Your console will be here. So we've got one less. No, Big Bobby. Let's go back and put that bed out. Thanks. Gigi, you put that out for me, please? Gigi's gotten really good at the shield console. Okay. This will work. Now we have 6 shield console operators. 558 with all 6 manned. That makes me feel good. It makes me feel really good. I think we're ready for a fight now. Ships on intercept course on the long-range scanners. Let's see what this is all about. Exiting warp. Oh, the little guy, not currently hostile. You don't say. Here, we'll sell you some water, and then we'll buy a crew member from you. Right? Who's our new crew? New crew! Your name will be Z2. Remember, if you want to be part of the crew, we've got 2 new crew members here. Just let me know. I don't know which job they're going to go to, but again, let me know in the comments, and you could influence my decision. So let's threaten them. Our threat was successful. Good. Thank you for the money back. Now go on and get out of here. And we'll head for asteroid field. So we need metal and silicon now. I dare say we're not going to need any more weapons after this configuration. I think our weapons are pretty much taken care of at this point. So how is the path going to be behind the bridge? Because we're going to need more. Yep, a little more. We'll see. I'm not 100% how I'm going to do that. This over here, though, this is pretty much decided. We're going to have to do an airlock here, and then we're going to have to do door passages, what, here and here, right? I think I know how I want to do this. Yeah, I think I know how I'm going to make this tail section look pretty neat. Let's see how that works. Let's see how that works. Okay, so we got enough to keep the engineer crew busy. We are outfitted with all manner of weapons and defenses. Let's get our hull bracing established in here, please, before we start looking at the asteroids. And then the only sections vulnerable to hull breach are the bridge and the tail. That seems like a really bad idea, though. I don't want to put the bracing down until I know what kind of panels I want up there. We'll just have to trust in the shield for the time being as the main defense. I wanted to like armor, I really did, but Team Armor lost. So we're going with shields all the way, all or nothing on the shields. Did I close something? I did. Yeah, that's bizarre. I was like, where's all my list of crew? Wait a second. Where's the crew registry? Where did everybody go? No, everybody's right here, working diligently, getting that front area set up in the bridge. Need a little more flooring there. Let's check our mass to hull, or to evasion, 125 to 138. So we can go to 133 before we start having issues. But again, remember, we have somebody at the navigation console. The minute Dadrakian leaves that console to put out a fire, or get a bite to eat, or anything, ooh, silicon, then all bets are off. Our evasion could drop by, what, a factor of 4? So really our limit that we want to be safe at is 134, 5, 129. So we don't have a whole lot of mass to play with without having to put either another large engine somewhere or some smaller engines. And after that asteroid field, actually, I think that's going to be a good place to wrap everything up, actually. Yes, I think it is. So this has been Starship Theory episode 23. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had a good time watching, because as always, I've had a good time playing. So please come back next time as we see what this ship is on our long-range scanners. Maybe we'll get to test out our weapons with a fight, but we're not going to do it now. You'll have to wait. Until next time, take care.